But we got a question from chat. So Nick, while you look that up, I'll answer the chat question here. So Airsnags TV asks, do you know the updates on Price? So I'll answer first because I think, I follow them pretty closely. But if you guys have any updates as well you want to provide, feel free to add on.
25, by the way.
25, okay.
Yeah.
So with Carey Price, from what I understand, is he's kind of ready, but not there yet. So I think they have him in COVID protocol right now, funny enough. So he just finally recovered from his stint in the NHL, not NHLPA, but you know what I mean, the players. What's that place called? Where they go? Like Bobby Bryan went there. What's that place called? I keep forgetting.
I forgot too.
But anyway, we got to work on his mental health. Yeah, they know what I mean. They know what I mean. But to work on his mental health, so he took a pause from hockey for a while, and he kind of got away. So then he came back to the team, I believe, like the beginning of December or beginning of even November. So he's getting some practice in. He was on the ice a couple weeks ago, and then COVID in Montreal, and I think around the world really, but has been crazy in the past couple of weeks. So Montreal has locked down everything. Like movie theaters are closed here. Everything's closed here. You can't do anything. Gyms are closed. Movie theaters are closed. Everything's closed here in Montreal. We have a curfew starting again at 10 p.m. I think.
Is it curfew?
Yeah, I think we have a curfew again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. It's the 27th. Yeah, and we're allowed a maximum of 6 people meeting. So, with that in mind, Carey Price is in COVID protocol, so he's not even skating anymore at the Bell Center because he's not allowed. So we'll see what happens there. Supposedly they're debating not even playing him this year, but they're also debating playing him this year. So you could see him as early as January, or you could see him next year. So it's really up in the air. It's up to him, and he's been very quiet about it, which, he has the right to be. He has the right to his privacy, and we'll see where it goes. I think he's just enjoying time with his family right now, and I don't blame him. Yeah. He's been worked to the bone these past couple of years, or his entire career here in Montreal. He's never really had a team in front of him, except for maybe 2014. But other than that, he's never really had a team in front of this guy. And even then, the 2014 team, I think the first line center was Thomas Plekanec. So I mean, or maybe it was Gallagher when he was actually playing well. I don't know.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Bro, Thomas Plekanec was my favorite player growing up. Not gonna lie, but so like, there's not really much of an update on Price. It is what it is, but he's one of those goalies, man. If you have him on a good team, you're winning everything. He had like a 965 on Team Canada. It's crazy. Oh yeah, crazy. He's an amazing goalie. He just has a terrible team in front of him. It's ridiculous. But anyway, another question. Air Snags once again asks, I don't want to see him get traded, but do you think he will to get a cup? Nick, Ponchi, Berdaman, I'll open the floor to you guys. Do you think Carey Price needs to be traded to win?
Needs to be traded or wants to be traded?
Up to.
Okay, if we're talking about needs, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see how Montreal is gonna win a cup right now. At least right now.
Oh, you don't think they're gonna make a run and make the playoffs like St. Louis did a couple years ago?
You don't think they'll make a run like they did last year?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Oh man,
that's I'm
gonna try and be nice. I'm gonna try and be nice about the Habs, but I had a lot to say last year with the run. But
no, you don't have to be nice.
I think he probably wants to stay in Montreal. I don't see him wanting to leave. I haven't heard him say anything about leaving or even wanting or not enjoying his time there. So just assuming he wouldn't want to leave. So I don't think he would want to be traded.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not an insider. I don't really know.
Yeah, supposedly he low-key wanted to go to Seattle because that's where his wife's from.
Oh, really?
Or he's just family there, or like their business is doing well there or something. Like she has a business she runs. So,
That being said, I don't know why they didn't take a chance on him.
Honestly, Seattle, I don't know what Ron Francis was doing, but he could have had a way better team. He could have had Tarasenko. He could have had so many good players. He's like, I want to be mediocre.
They drank the Grubauer Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he chugged that thing, man.
You're mentioning Wedgwood. Grubauer has a lower save percentage than Wedgwood.
And Wedgwood's on Arizona.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened. I didn't think Grubauer was as good as he was, but I didn't think he was this bad.
Like for a while, like McDavid and Draisaitl had more points or goals than the entire Arizona Coyotes. I don't know if that's still the case or if it's still on pace. Probably not because they slowed down a bit, but they had more goals than the Arizona Coyotes, and Scott Wedgwood's still playing better than Grubauer. Like, come on. And
I think the last I checked, it was like an 872 or something like that. It was ridiculously low.
Like, if you give any other goalie to Seattle, I think they're like at least right below a wild card or around a wild card. But they have Grubauer. The guy can't save a beach ball this year, and there they are. That's what happens, man. It's goalies. It's goalies in the NHL.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Well, do you think Montreal is just gonna be patient and just go for the tank this year?
Yeah, 100%.
I think that makes sense.
I think you'll see after he said after Christmas we'll find out who our GM is, and I think by the trade deadline they'll have a pretty clear path. They're at 7 wins on the year, I think, maybe 8. I think it was still 7 last I checked. So, one of the worst teams in I think it is the worst team in franchise history so far, unless they go on a crazy tear and finish like with 23 wins, which is crazy tear, right? That would be a lot of wins for them. Like, unless they go on a really good tear and win a bunch of games, like, this is the worst team in franchise history, and I'm witnessing it. So,
well, I can't see them like piling up the prospects right now, though. Like even like Caulfield's young, and then they like Suzuki's young. And you guys gonna get a good player in this draft as well to build around.
Yeah, we need to pick well with our top 3 pick. Like think about it. The last couple of years, right? We had Sergachev 8th overall. That was low key kind of a steal. He's a great defenseman. Trade him at 19. Wow. And then imagine Sergachev with Petrie, man. That'd be nice. But too bad. We have Giroux instead, who can't seem to do much. Although he's okay this year, but still, I'd take Sergachev over Giroux any day of the week. So we trade Sergachev. We drafted him 8th overall. Galchenyuk, 3rd overall pick. We ruin him. Kotkaniemi, 3rd overall pick. We trade him at 20.
I forgot about that.
This team. I could go on a tangent right now. I'm holding back a bit, but this team, I could have run this team better at the age of 12.
Were you losing your mind when the offer sheet happened?
I saw it coming. I didn't care at that point.
Okay.
But
in all fairness, though, sorry. Like in the 2012 draft, Nail Yakupov 1st, Ryan Murray 2nd, Galchenyuk 3rd, and Griffin Reinhart 4th.
No, Ryan Murray is the best player out of that.
Whoa, where's the love for Nail Yakupov?
He's on the NHL, is he? Who's the guy who's still playing the NHL right now? Ryan Murray is the only guy who's still playing.
Who had the best goal celebration out of those 4?
Still not Yakupov. Still not Yakupov.
I wish we could play the YouTube video for that.
We'd get copyrighted so fast.
You didn't like him going to the center on his knees?
No, bro, he scored it was just a goal, dude. Like, come on.
He tied the game in like a regular season game in like February.
Dude, it was like a nothing game, and like you're celebrating like if you won the Stanley Cup with that goal, do whatever the hell you want. You just won. I don't give a shit. I can complain all I want, but at the end of the day, you won the cup, bro. You didn't even make the playoffs that year.
Oh man,
they didn't make the playoffs, right?
It was an adventure.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Exactly. They're playing games in February outside a playoff spot, and he's celebrating at center ice.
Is he sick?
Man. Yeah. I was actually in Edmonton at the West End Mall. It was like 2 years ago, and I saw I was watching like a picture store. Like I had like all these other like hockey pictures, whatever, signed, whatever, and it had like. It said young stars, and it had like Yakupov, Hall, Nugent Hopkins, and all of that like on this picture. I'm like, oh my god,
gone.
Nobody is buying this.
Bro, imagine they kept Eberle. Like, they trade Eberle for what? It was Ryan Strome, and then they play Ryan Strome in a bottom 6 role because they say, oh, you're gonna be a defensive center now, and he's like, no, I'm not good at that. So they're like, okay, we're gonna trade you for Ryan Spooner. Ryan Spooner yeets out of the league so quick. And then Ryan Strome goes to New York Rangers. Nick, you're probably going to love Ryan Strome. Plays with Panarin and tears it up.
I love him now.
Imagine trading Ryan Strome for Ryan Spooner.
Before, but now he's great.
Trading Ryan Strome for Ryan Spooner.
There's so many bad Oilers moves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I will imagine having...
traded Spooner to the... Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. Wait, was that when it was still Chiarelli?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. He traded Eberle, too, for
Boston
Magic
GM
Beans.
Legend, baby.
What were you gonna say,
Yeah,
Paul?
he got it done for them.
Yeah, it was, and they traded the pick that became Barzal for Griffin Reinhardt, I think. I think that was also the move. Pretty sure. Yeah.
I
So,
didn't doubt it.
I feel bad. Imagine if they had Barzal with McDavid and Draisaitl.
Oh,
That would be something.
Yeah, and
Well,
Eberle.
imagine having Yakupov, McDavid, and Hall on the same line.
Yeah, Yakupov would be a 50-goal scorer, man.
Take Yakupov out and put Eberle, and I'd love that line.
Pichu effect.
And imagine with Petrie on the blue line. Just saying.
Yeah.
Although he's bad this year. Yeah. So anyway, the last question we'll take before we move on to our jerseys. We've been asked, what's going to happen with Gallagher? Do you think they're going to trade him, or will he go without one for his career? I'm going to start off by saying I think he's going to be a Hab for life. The only way he gets traded is near the end of this deal, because right now he's got 6 years or 7 years left at $6 million, I'm pretty sure. So he's got a lot of term left at a lot of money. And for a player his age, I think he's like 30. I think he's 30 or 29 or around there. At his age and his play style, it's not going to last. So I don't think he's going to be traded. I think he's going to live out his career as a Montreal Canadian. And if he wins a cup here, he wins a cup here. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's my take on it. I don't know if you guys have anything different or if you want to move on to the jerseys.
No, I'll just quickly say, like, I remember back just before the contract was even signed, and like everybody here in Vancouver wanted him, and I don't know if how he feels about it, about like being traded or whatnot, but yeah, I was excited. I was really excited for him to be here. I made it look like people made it look like he was actually coming here, so I was excited about that, and it just didn't happen. So now I kind of agree with what you're saying. Like, it is a 6-7 year deal, whatever it is, and he's nearing his 30s if he isn't 30 now. So I don't know if a lot of teams would take a contract like that. I'm sure he'd be good for, like, he'll definitely be good, like, for at least the first half of that contract. But then after that, it's going to be a little bit tough. I think teams are more careful with that now.
Oh, 100%. Although you might find one crazy GM who might take it. Be like, we need Brandon Gallagher to win the cup. And then it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.